Hey guys, I hope that you are really well. Tonight I'm off to go and see it, Bring Me the Horizon at Alexandra Palace in London. So I thought I would do another gig ready with me. So I'm going to chat through some of their recent releases and you guys can watch me get ready for this gig. Ah, the sun is coming back. Let's do this. My beauty blender is all wetted up. Looking back, I cannot believe I didn't know that trick about wetting your beauty blender, which is ridiculous because I actually feel like a fool because it's on the actual packaging of the beauty blender. New technique because I can't be dealing with wasting that foundation anymore. I've still got makeup on. I'm just gonna deal with it. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really want to go to this gig, especially yesterday. I was like, nope, that's it, I'm gonna sell it, I can't be bothered to go. I just feel a bit, or I felt a little bit stressed out by it because for me, going to a gig in London anymore isn't just going to a gig in London. It's a lot of time and a lot of travel, and I feel like I was gonna like lose a whole day by going. Have to get ready really early, and then if there's traffic, that's something to worry about. And I think something that I'm super worried about it is because I've been ill for so long, so often, so frequently. You normally wait outside for quite a long time at Alexandra Palace, and I'm just really conscious that I might genuinely become ill by waiting outside in the cold. I think if selling my ticket had been easier, I think I probably would have just sold it last night. Man, there's this new thing that like teenagers have where they refuse to pay face value for a ticket. Like, I don't understand it. Everyone's moaning about like ticket touting and stuff like that, which I totally get. I would never sell a ticket for more than its original value. But the fact that now on Twitter you say, hey, I'm selling a gig ticket, and all of these kids are like, I say kids like I'm really old, but they're all like, no, I was looking for one cheaper, I'm not paying face value. And it's like, you're kidding me. It's like a sold out show, it's at the Alexandra Palace. Like, I would never, unless I'm like super trying to get rid of it really quickly, or like it was like a really small little band. And it's just baffling that like people are genuinely complaining about buying a ticket for face value. Funnily enough, it was actually, I saw someone post the gig on their Instagram and it looked like they had a really good time. Like you've got to admit, if anything, Bring Me the Horizon do put on a really good show. Like even if you don't like the vocals, even if you think it's too overproduced, the show itself is always really, really good. They are like the first kind of band to have gone like above and beyond what other bands were doing anyway. So I think like more bands are doing that now. I know that Alexandra Palace is actually, I was gonna say it's gonna be really hot in there, but actually, last time I went, I was freezing. We were standing at the back, which me and Jess always do because we're old women now. And it was really cold, so actually I might be okay, but I'm gonna have to like wrap up super, super warm. In the last kind of gig readies I did with me, I didn't really talk much about the band. So what do people think of the new album? I have to say, Mantra, I really, really enjoyed. It's a Wonderful Life or Just Wonderful Life. I don't know. I was so unsure about that when I first heard that track. I was really just like, this is not for me. Do you know what? Like, this sounds really bad, but I think it was just like the general structure of the song really confused me. Like, I literally just like couldn't pick up on what I was listening to. I guess as a singer, Mantra was just a lot more melodic. Like there were a lot more elements to the song. Like I think when people and musicians listen to tracks, you kind of have to imagine how they're gonna appreciate it. So as a singer, I look for anything melodic, whether that is like, you know, really cool riffy guitars that are like just really funky and something I can genuinely hear the melody in, or like some really cool vocal melodies. That's the kind of thing that I listen out for. And it's not that I can't appreciate other tracks that don't have that, but it's just that when I can't instantly hear those, I'm kind of a bit like, is it for me? You know, because I can't really get into it. And when I first listened to it, I was a bit like, nah, this track isn't for me. But I have to say, it did massively grow on me. I didn't listen to It's a Wonderful Life. I feel like I'm going to be saying this wrong for the whole video. And I didn't listen to it and instantly know how to create a cover of it. So that really confused me because I had a few people say, you know, oh, doing a really cool like ambient-y cover of it would be really, really cool. But when I listened to it, I physically couldn't imagine covering it. It was just so weird. So I just thought, you know, if I do actually cover this song, it's going to have to take a lot of time. It's not going to be one of those covers that I'm going to get out for the pure reason of, oh, it's brand new and it'll get views, because it just wasn't going to work that way. The covers that I do genuinely do have to be tracks that I also really, really like. So if I literally cannot imagine it, like I don't want to put out a cover that is just genuinely going to be bad. And I think that's what the Bring Me track did to me. It kind of just really confused me because it was very much like that whole riff over and over again. And I was just like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I didn't bring my blusher in, so shall we just go super bronzy? Still don't know how I feel about the gig. Do I want to go? Do I not want to go? Make up your damn mind, woman. I will definitely be listening to Christmas songs on the way there. Absolutely no regrets. And I think more than anything, I'm just excited to get in Nando's with my best friend. I think I'm also just gonna use this old MAC, like purpley 9 eyeshadow. Honestly, this is like my go-to for gigs or for like anything, like music video or like band shoots, whatever, because it's just like a really dark purple, kind of smoky, just looks nice and dingy without just looking like I've been punched in the face. I feel like I can work this. The other thing is as well, is I do really like Alexandra Palace as a venue. I do really like small venues as well. I quite like the freedom of a big venue because you can literally just like stand at the back, grab a drink. But I think that's kind of what made me want to go, because I saw a video on Instagram. The crowd, just like they were having such a fun time. Like everyone was getting so into it. But it looks like the show was just really good and you know, everyone was having loads and loads of fun. My friend even messaged me and said Ollie Sykes can sing really well now, so that's a plus. I am actually super intrigued to hear how the new Bring Me album sounds though, because Architects have released so many singles from their album. They were doing like a one-a-week thing and it was just mental. There was just like song after song after song, and Bring Me haven't really done that. They've released like 2 songs. They've both been quite spread out and I really don't know what to expect from the new album. One gig, however, that no matter how rubbish I'm feeling, I'm not going to be missing is Architects in London. I feel like Architects can just do no wrong. Their new album is just so good. I genuinely think part of the reason that I'm a bit stressed out is just because it's a long journey. It takes a lot of my day up. I have to leave at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and get back probably after 12, 1 a.m. So it's like a lot to think about and a lot to plan. I need to make sure I've got everything. I hope Jess has my tickets. I really hope Jess has my tickets. I need to ensure that I'm wearing so much highlighter that people can see me from across the venue. There's not even a mirror in here and I just tried to put my mascara on with it. I think overall it will be a really good night. I think Bring Me the Horizon as well is one of those gigs that you go to and like no matter where you go, you're always going to bump into loads of your friends. So I think, I mean, I'm pretty sure that quite a lot of my friends are going because I've seen them like post about it. The only thing is though, is that Alexandra Palace is huge. If you haven't been there, I don't even know what to describe it to. I guess it would be like maybe half the size of like an arena, but it is so big, and because the outside, like the waiting area and the foyer and stuff is so big as well. Oh, and they've also got really bad signal there. So if you try to meet any of your friends, you really need to have like a good meeting place at the beginning because it can genuinely just be impossible. I'm gonna finish this off with this really basic go-to lipstick. I just don't want to do anything that's too bright, too over the top. I know that I have just done a full face of makeup, but it's nothing too extravagant. It's just kind of my go-to look that I always wear. I'm gonna use some of this stuff, which is from Urban Decay, All Nighter. Like I said before, incredible for gigs. Stops your makeup from falling off everywhere when you're hot and sweaty, and just ensures that it stays on all night, basically, which will be amazing because I'm gonna be out for about 9-10 hours. So this is the outfit that I'm wearing. I'm gonna have to like wrap up in a million scarves and coats and make sure that I don't get ill. I've got a really basic fake leather skirt from ASOS. My top is from Topshop, and then I've worn like a bralette underneath because the top does hang a little bit low. Just whacked on some Doc Martens, and this will be pretty easy to wear with like a coat and a jumper underneath in case it does get super, super cold. Right, so I'm about to head off to this gig. Annoyingly, I've even lost my custom earplugs, so I'm going to be slightly deaf at this gig. But if some of you guys are there, I hope you have an amazing time. Hopefully I'll get to bump into some of you soon. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.